Hello, everyone. I'm just going to get to the bottom of things. I'm just disgusted right now of what I'm hearing as far as the city they chose for WNBA expansion. I don't like that it's going to be in San Francisco. Why have another California team? That is ridiculous. We already have the LA Sparks. And years ago, they were going to get rid of the LA Sparks, from my understanding. But they decided to keep the team. So, what are we adding another California team for? And I just feel like they're focusing so much on the West Coast because I prefer that they have a team in Toronto. Don't get me wrong, I love California because I'm from Los Angeles, born and raised in Inglewood. But having another team in California, that's just ridiculous to me. And I feel like they want to have a team in San Francisco because of the Golden State Warriors, because of the NBA team, because of the popularity of Steph Curry. You got Klay Thompson and Draymond Green, them players on the team. That's all it is to me. I think it's more of a popularity thing as to why they decided to have a team there. And then they're still deciding, from my understanding, they're still deciding if they want a team in Oregon. Thinking Portland. I would say Portland, Oregon. They're focusing on the wrong thing right now. Toronto should have had a team, and I was looking up online to see if there were any other teams they should have had. Maybe a team in Milwaukee because we have the NBA team Milwaukee Bucks. They could have added a Milwaukee team. Like I'm just fed up with just this West Coast thing. They should have left that alone. Just let the LA Sparks represent the California team. We don't need another team. Years ago we had two California women's teams, which was LA Sparks, which we still have, and then we had Sacramento Monarchs, which lasted a good amount of years. I don't know why they got rid of the Sacramento Monarchs. They should have kept the Sacramento Monarchs. But they got rid of the Sacramento Monarchs. And then they still kept the LA Sparks. It's just crazy right now. And then I guess they're calling it the WNBA Golden State, from my understanding, because I saw it on Instagram, where it looks like they're going to be called Golden State. But the team is not going to start till 2025. And then you have Paige Beckers and you have Angel Reese. They're supposed to be coming out in the draft 2024. But they're not going to be in any new team. They're probably still going to be on the teams that exist now. Maybe Phoenix Mercury or Seattle. You know, the teams, the WNBA teams that we currently have. They're going to probably be on one of them teams. And it's still going to be the same thing next year in 2024 with them cutting because they're not going to have a new team. It is what it is. Like it was just so bad this year with them cutting. Like every week they were just cutting the player. It's going to be the same thing next year. So you mean to tell me like in 2025 that's when they're going to have another team and then they're not going to be cutting as much, but just having one team so far in 2025 is still not going to be any good because you're going to add players. Players are guaranteed a spot. That's one of the pros of it. And then you're still cutting because there's still not enough teams. So to me, if you're going to add that team, you're going to add a team in San Francisco or just add another team in general. You might as well add two more teams in 2025 because you still have time to add two more teams. At least have three teams happening in 2025 so far. If you can get more teams, get more teams. Get as many teams as you can just to have more spots for players. Because 2024 is going to be rough again with good players getting cut just about every day. That's just sad. It's just sad. So I don't know. I don't like the fact that they're having a team in San Francisco. Some of you may like it. I don't like it, to be honest. It's just disgusting to me. And another thing I don't like is that the Celtics, not the Celtics, my fault. I don't like that the Brooklyn, not the Brooklyn Nets, but the Clippers, they're going to be playing next to the SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Now, there's more traffic. I don't like that at all. Why have the Clippers next to the SoFi Stadium where traffic is already bad? Because we already have the Forum. You know, they do like concerts or different shows there. We have the Forum. And then now we got the SoFi Stadium where they having these football games, where they having these concerts and stuff now. It's just a mess. And then you want to add the Clippers right next to the SoFi Stadium? Like, no, why? That's even more traffic. Why do that to the city? That's just crazy. And by doing that, that's just going to cause people to leave because of the traffic. Because I remember growing up in that area, the Forum used to be the stadium like for the Lakers. The Lakers used to play there years ago. And then the WNBA played there. And then when the Staples Center came about, I believe the Lakers went over there first. And then after a while, the Sparks started playing over there. And then the SoFi Stadium used to be the Hollywood Casino. I know for sure because I'm from Inglewood. The Hollywood Casino used to be, I'm sorry, the SoFi Stadium used to be the Hollywood Casino. And then it was also a racetrack for horses. That's what it was. And then I remember when it was like, oh, we're going to build like a stadium. Or they were going to add extras of like a movie theater, but there's no movie theater. They just turned it to like a stadium, like for concerts. So all that movie theater and all that extra stuff, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't think that's happening. I'm not sure, but I know they actually built the stadium for concerts, which we watch on TV now. And then they have their football games there. So it got even more crazier once that opened than when that started. And the next thing you know, they're adding a Clipper stadium next to SoFi Stadium. And I'm like, heck no, that's more traffic. If you want to add a Clipper stadium, move it to another area, but don't bring it to Inglewood because we already got enough traffic over there with the Forum. Because the Forum, they're still doing concerts over there. You know, believe Beyonce had her concert at the Forum. It's a mess over there. So I don't know, you know, the WNBA need to get it together because the decisions they're making as far as adding a team at cities is ridiculous. They need to just focus on other cities like New York Liberty. They have their team. So if you're going to add a team and another team in California, you might as well add another team in New York for the women's league. Might as well. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so that's all I want to discuss. Drop your comments below. Have a good day.